Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Peckham Ride TV. I'd just like to give a warm thank you to our matchday sponsors who, without them, couldn't make this journey possible. Let's welcome you to today's game. We're going against AFC Kingfisher away from home, who are in fact top of the league, looking for our long overdue victory. We're lining up with a 4-4-2, unchanged from our previous weeks, which we haven't kept you updated from. I do apologise. Bit of a scrappy start, really. No team can really put their foot on the ball and keep it down. It's a bit of a bobbly pitch on a slope, as you can see, but here's a bit of passage of play for Peckham Rye. Unfortunately, we lose it now and we leave ourselves susceptible to a counter-attack, but here we have Danny Warren picks it up. He gives this guy's pass out to Dean, who turns colourblind for a second and dinks it inside there to an orange player, but oh well, he does well to track it back. Kingfisher here is just trying to formulate an attack, but unfortunately I don't really think they can stem into anything. I mean, it's early doors, no one really knows what's going on. He plays a little dink inside here and, well, you know, Nick's there to clean it up. Peckham here going a little bit old-fashioned in playing it out to their left-back Owen, who looks for the old-fashioned route one over the top. Hollywood. Unfortunately, that goes straight back to their keeper as well. When you hear about end-to-end games, you think fast, exciting, counter-attacking football. Not literally keeper to keeper, route one to route one, long balls over the top, unfortunately. But anyway, this one can't find itself over Jim, our new centre-half, and Danny picks it up in the centre, and he looks for the long ball over the top. Funnily enough, back to the keeper again. So it's been the same sort of stuff for about 5 minutes or so now, and Dean picks up a throw in here. He throws it into Charlie, who a clever bit of manoeuvring makes us shield the ball. Craig flicks it inside with a classy back heel. Charlie then following up and chasing it, knocks it down man for Gibson, who plays it inside. Ant goes on a run, plays it into Juki here, and Juki picks it up and he turns. As he got the pass on, he don't know, but he goes around him like he's not there and gets cleaned out by their player. Unfortunately though, Duke does manage to pick up a booking here as he keeps mouthing back basically. Not ideal obviously, but he's going to cause some trouble, you can see that. Peckham here probably looking to assert their height dominance over AFC Kingfisher, although they've kept their big men back, because you can see Dean's still there and Danny Warren's still there, and they're just over the halfway line. Bit of the talking going on where the referee's actually going to put through the booking, as Duke does get booked for dissent, but unfortunately, what can you do? It was always going to be one of those games, highly competitive and you know, a lot of winding up and a lot of talking. It is against top of the league at the end of the day, and we're not here to make up the numbers. We're looking to push for the title. The referee's just giving a talking to our players here and just trying to assert his dominance on the game early on, because you can tell it's going to be one of those games where a lot of this is going to happen, and I think he just wants to keep control of it from early doors, to be honest. Nonetheless, the referee does look to be finishing up his talk with Duke here, and he is going to wave him on eventually. I mean, that is a prolonged talk, but he has got to do it, to be fair to him. Anyway, Danny Gibson does step up for the free kick here. You don't ever know what's going through his geezer's head unless it's about what he's having for dinner later on. But will he shoot? Will he cross? Who knows? And the referee seems to be having yet another altercation with one of our players. He's having a discussion. He's trying to iron out some discrepancies, but he's just prolonging the free kick even more, to be honest. We just want to get it out of the way. Anyway, the referee seems to finally be done with his chat. He was probably asking him about his life story, to be honest. But then the referee does come strolling over and does tell their player to take the 10 yards, give Danny the space to take the free kick, and I think he's about to wave play on. There was in fact a disclaimer distributed to everyone in the surrounding areas to board up their back doors and windows just because Danny Gibson might be on free kick duties. A whistle is blown, Danny steps up, dinks it in, Danny Warren connects to it. Oh, it's a great effort. Unlucky. Kingfisher in, pumping it long, only for it to find the head of a Peckham Rye player. Drops it down to Craig, lays it off to Danny Gibson, who a great ball in over the top for Duke, who brings it down with as good a touch as anyone that works for the BBC, shows it outside, goes to have a shot, and unfortunately it's gone wide. So from the preceding throw-in, Charlie here with that long throw, looks to launch it into the area. What can we make of this though? Throws it into the box. It's a bit of a scramble, to be honest. It's knocked again. He brings it out, has a shot. It's pinging off people like pinball. It goes back across with a slice, digs it in, and Duke with a fantastic improvised finish puts Peckham Rye 1-0 up. Another excellent goal by Duke to add to the tally that he's already been racking up. But can Peckham Rye see it out? That's the main question. Time for the boys here, and there's some inspiring words from Danny Gibson. Anyway, the manager Alvin instructs the boys, play with confidence, Play out the back, keep it simple, just don't be stupid. So Peckham looking to assert their dominance in the second half, trying to get that early goal. It's out, we've got a throw in here. Ricky looks to launch it up the line. Let's see what we can make of it. The ball is launched down the line to be picked up at the feet of Duke, who's the catalyst for the best attack I've seen since I wore ripped jeans to my grandparents. He whips it in at the near post, only to be met by Anthony and dinks it in for the 2-0 Peckham. You can see and hear what it means to the boys, and they all go over to congratulate Anthony on a great finish. We just need to avoid against complacency now. Shortly after, Peckham Rye do unfortunately give away a free kick on the edge of the area. It's beautifully struck and off the post it is. 2-1 Peckham, game on. It's the home stretch now, really. Peckham Rye have just got to see out a 2-1 victory. It's much easier said than done, but let's see if we can do it. It looks like set pieces will be Kingfisher's strong point. So what we need to do is avoid giving away any unnecessary free kicks and corners. But anyway, Peckham very end-to-end here, just trying to get it down. Great nod by Charlie, and Anthony gets clattered. He won't be thanking him for that. I think it's ironic that Duke does get a booking for dissent and their geezer gets away scot-free with attempted murder. Peckham not really looking to commit too many bodies forward for this, as they leave themselves susceptible to a counter-attack, and they'd rather see out the 2-1 victory than try and go hard, really. So anyway, it will be Danny to take, who looks to be lining up the cross. Goes for the dink, and it is straight into the keeper's arms, unfortunately. We go again. Forebode that in fact free kick set pieces and corners would be their strong point. We do concede a 90+ minute corner. They commit everything forward, goalkeeper and everything. Ball comes into the area. It is met by the headless centre forward who dinks it in, and that is so deflating. It is 2-2. It is one of the worst feelings in the world. It feels worse than a loss, to be honest. The end of that one. We go again next week. We'd like to thank you all for coming back, and we are very sorry for the delay in videos, but we are back on track and better than ever. So please tune in, like and subscribe and leave a comment.